Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Excellent choice. I want to continue, Mr. Chair, where I left off a little while ago. We're talking about local boards at the moment, and on the issue of local boards, we've heard more spin from the Minister of Local Government in the last year than almost on any other issue. He's talked repeatedly about putting the local back into local government, and yet out of the other side of his mouth, he is replacing a perfectly good plan for large, capable, empowered councils and replacing them with things that are little more than community boards, sir. He is a big-time repeat offender when it comes to spin. He promised a year ago that local boards would have control over dog control, brothels and liquor licensing, but they don't even get that under this bill, sir. He has never delivered on that promise. Local boards won't have any ability to make bylaws, in spite of the fact that he and John Carter have been going around town saying that they will. They won't have any ability to have a significant say over things that are corporatised under the plan of this government. Is it any wonder that the Minister of Local Government is about as popular as Mark Hodgson is in Auckland right now? He's offended every Aucklander of almost every political persuasion. Oh no, hang on, there are a few ACT members on the blogosphere who still support him. Not even his own caucus members support the Minister of Local Government. Oh, actually, that's not true either. I think John Biscowan does. He is an albatross hanging around the neck of John Banks's election chances. Every time Rodney Hyde appears on television, John Banks's poll ratings drop a point. The Minister took a great idea to integrate the governance of the Auckland region. He took a great idea and the work of a Royal Commission that inspired and generated confidence and high expectations among Aucklanders, and he turned it to dust. His dodgy, rushed process and countless poor judgment calls about the future structure of Auckland have burned off all the goodwill that existed 18 months ago. This, sir, is far from being a sound foundation on which to enact comprehensive reform of the governance of our nation's largest city. Sir, I want to speak in favour of my SOP, which would insert a new clause 39, which would allow the full powers of local boards to be determined by the Local Government Commission. A majority of submitters to the second bill and to this bill, sir, ask that the powers of local boards be guaranteed and enshrined in law. The New Zealand Herald has called for it. Almost every major interest group and organisation and hundreds of individual Aucklanders have asked for this to be done, but the government in its wisdom knows better. Well, I urge the government to think again and guarantee the powers of local boards. You see, the government likes to talk about subsidiarity, the principle that decision-making should be devolved down to the lowest practical level. But actually, this bill, sir, and the second Supercity Act is the opposite of subsidiarity. It's an incredibly weak and watered-down form of subsidiarity. It's a joke. Local boards have no regulatory powers. They have no jurisdiction over the matters that are controlled by the CCOs. The council is required, as a matter of principle, to devolve downwards to the boards, but not if they deem a particular matter or particular decision to be better made on a regional basis, or if the matter that they're talking about concerns more than one local board area. That is an exception that you could drive a truck through, and the people of Auckland know it, and that's why they reject this government's plan. The very notion of consolidating power in the Auckland Council for a city of 1.4 million people has been premised right from the beginning, right from the time the Royal Commission set about its work. It has been premised on the idea of a strong second tier with real decision-making power. This bill, does not deliver that, in spite of John Carter promising countless times over the last year and a half to put the local back into local government. This bill doesn't deliver it. At best, local boards are going to have the ability to choose the colour of the carpet in the local library or how to arrange the park furniture in their local park. That is not good enough.